It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Returning. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
He was tackled at the 27.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
Now a handoff looking right. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Murray's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. That'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. L.J. Collier in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The tackle made by Chris.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain.
0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And here's Murray on the keeper. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Third down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
To number 87.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Cardinals.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, you start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. First down, Cardinals.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ball carrier.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
The tackle.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And a Cardinal first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 2nd and 7, Wilson got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end to Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Seahawks, 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, Murray looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Arizona.
From the gun, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray buying time to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete left side to Shepard. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Shepard. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd down and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
Wilson's pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. That one a first down pickup of 8. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Counter play. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake. Murray. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
And the Cardinal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
tonight.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cards, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.